Hello everyone! Welcome. So today, and pretty much all week, Bombots. Feels like every battle these days, like every other one, is a Bombot team. Doesn't help that I'm also contributing to it. I don't think I'm doing it for my defend team, but they are everywhere because of how much bonus they're giving from the extra gold, and because they're the brown trip. There's like every reason in the world to use them, plus they have the bonus. There's like everything going towards them, making them just get overly used. For some reason, the sub count thing in the corner isn't working. I was trying to fix that earlier. The previous one I was using wasn't working anymore for whatever reason. And then I tried doing another one, and for some reason it's all blurry, so I'll figure out how to do that later. Fix that mess. Just another thing that's broken now. Oh, I didn't actually double check the redeem code things yet to see if they are working or not. I'm pretty sure they're not, but let me go do it real quick. They didn't tell me yet that they are working. I assume that they would tell me when they are. That or they'll just randomly fix it and not tell me, who knows. But let me just double check real quick before, and if it is working now, I'll give out a code right now, but I don't know if it is. My bet is not, but might as well check. Let's see, invite code, a code, redeem it, redeem, and error. And endless loading screen. Still not. Okay. Anyways. Well, that's still a fail. But yeah, hello JZG. Hello Bridget. Hello Laura. Hello Timothy. Let's see. A game called IMVU. I've never heard of it. I have never another Warlord 4 arena. I don't know if I'll be doing another one of those anytime soon. We need a draft like crazy. Maybe if I off camera or off stream like repick like crazy until we actually got a team, then maybe we could. But no. And most of this weekend is going to be dedicated to well, Easter for some part of it, but also the new kingdom that's coming out. We'll definitely make sure to cover all of that, of course. We'll get all the troops on Friday and then go over all of them. And we'll be doing that most this weekend. We actually have a lot of content coming out from now until next Monday. Pretty much all the content that was supposed to be in like 3.0 is all like coming now. So, and of course the Guild Wars is coming on the 24th as well, which is relatively soon. Hello, Medi. Welcome. Hello, Henny. Yeah, Warlord 4 Arena definitely is fun. We're definitely going to do it again. Just not any time within the next week, I would probably say. There's just plenty of other content for us to do. That's good filler content for when there's like, if it's like a bad event week or something like that. Okay. Well, he'll do that. We'll do it all the way over to the right there. Hopefully get our turn and good to go. He can still win off of Devour, which has happened many times before. But hopefully he will not get a random Devour that makes him win. He does have another Bombot, not worried about it at all. Hopefully we can get our mana before him though. There we go. Perfect. And we won, unless he does some kind of really weird cascade off the Bombot. And he misses. And we just throw that out. Good evening, Josh. Welcome. You feel dirty afterwards when you win a perfect arena using Runic Blade. Yeah, Runic Blade is pretty broken in arena. I'm still kind of surprised they made it so ridiculously large. Hello, Atro. Welcome. Welcome. But if there's any teams you guys want me to do anything, feel free to leave them in chat. Or if you need any questions answered or need help building a build. This team that we were using pretty earlier actually worked a bit better than I was initially anticipating. I made teams like this before, but that first Carnex with 50% extra bonus, that is a lot larger than I thought it is. Carnex with 50%. Like I didn't realize how powerful that is until I actually did this team. Let's see. Let's break this down real quick. What is his damage then? That would be, let's see, that'd be 88 to 22. 62. He does 62 damage per skull, assuming nothing happens to his armor. But he's likely going to gain even more than that because he's going to cast his ability. But yeah, 62 damage per skull. That is a lot of damage. That is excessively high amount of starting skull damage to do. Of course, that's only this week with the 50%. Okay, what was I about to do? Probably just Bombot it. Get our free 500 gold, might as well. Apothecary, Honor, Tesla, and Corvash. Sure, we can try that. Oh, I haven't tried it with a Corvash yet. That'd be fun. Get all of our disables in and everything. Good evening, Earthbound. Welcome. You just pulled a Queen Mab off of Gem Keys. Nice. Definitely want to get that traded as soon as you can. It's still good with no traits, but she has an insanely good legendary trait, which just being able to freeze in general is really good. And the fact that she can easily freeze the entire enemy team without even using a turn is pretty outstanding. Good evening, Tasco. Welcome. Could I try this team? It's the week of the Fae and Glacial Peaks for PS4. Ice Golem, Valkyrie, Snow Golem, Queen Mab. Snow Golem. Wait, Ice Golem and Snow Golem. I think you mean Snow Guardian? I'm pretty sure you mean Snow Guardian for that second one. Or third troop, I should say. Because there is no Snow Golem. There's an Ice Golem. And there's a Snow Guardian. And a Snow... Actually, there's quite a few troops with the name Snow in it. The word. Yeah, that's fine. I assume that's what it was, because that's the new troop on it. That was the Christmas, actually, for... that was Christmas this year for PC Mobile. And they just got it to you guys now. Would have been nice if they would have done it a little bit sooner. It's probably, like, spring already. Or you know, like, spring weather. Almost summer weather already. Hello, Matthew. How am I doing? Pretty well. How does one get Runic Blade? It's 37 green and 37 yellow hero mastery to get the Runic Blade. I believe there's also an option to buy it that they give you early on, but I think the bundle that's in, even though it comes with quite a few other things, is like $50, so it's definitely not worth buying by any means. You're better off just rushing to 37 green and 37 yellow, because it is currently the best weapon in arena if you do like doing arena a lot. But let me go do one of the I have to do it on a true trophy. I want to deal with these annoying things. But yeah, let me go do one of the suggested teams. We'll do it off of we'll do it off the first one mentioned, Apothecary, Honor, Tesla, Corvash, and then we'll go on to the console one. Though I do not have the bonuses that the consoles have, of course, because I'm on PC Mobile, but we can still try it, of course. So we'll throw Apothecary, Honor. Where'd the rest go? Tesla and Corvash. I think we're only covering 4 colors. Unless I miscounted that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it is only 4 colors. So what don't we use? We don't use purple and we don't use yellow. What would our banner be then? Probably the Kraken banner. 40 plus 2 brown, plus 1 blue, minus 1 purple. If I can find where that is. Did I just pass it again as I was going back to it? Yes, I passed it like 3-4 times as I'm just alternating back and forth. Hello, Strawn! Welcome! You just started playing a few months ago and you're level 250. How long did it take me to get to level 1100? Well, it would take me the entire duration of which I've been playing this game, which is for almost 2.5 years now. The EXP system these days is a bit easier to gain EXP off of, though. Especially once Guild Wars starts, it's actually going to be even easier to gain EXP, because there's going to be a possible 50% EXP bonus that you can get every single day. As this game has developed, it has kind of become easier and easier to get EXP. But generally, if you were to do it from scratch these days, it would take about, I'd say 1,000 to about 1,500 hours of gameplay to be able to reach that high of a level, which is a lot of time. But it takes up about that many hours. Level 1000 takes about, actually, level 1000 takes about 1,000 hours, I would say. Maybe a little bit less than that. Actually, probably quite a bit less than that, now that I think about it. 750 hours, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to tell, especially with Guild Wars coming, because I don't know how huge 50% is or how often people will actually get it. Because 50% of the, if I'm not mistaken, based on how Guild Wars is set up, 50% of the game will have 50% extra EXP every single day. This is because with the Guild Wars system, every single time you win a little mini Guild Wars with your guild, it's just 1 versus 1 as far as like a guild versus another guild. So one guild is going to get that 50% bonus and the other guild is not. So approximately 50% of the game as of Guild Wars will have a 50% EXP bonus every day. And that will keep alternating based on who actually wins the days or the previous day's Guild War.
Mana surge.
What's he doing? His turn is going on forever. Also, I was just looking at chat the entire time, and I didn't even realize we almost have 400 armor. I'm just like looking at chat and reading stuff and like ranting, and I look back and those armor values though. Those armor values. This thing's actually pretty cool. I need to try it again. This is definitely team wipe. This is way overkill. That is ridiculously overkill. Is Xbox still not had the Spring Imp? I think they added the Spring Imp now. You guys should have Spring Imp in the drop pool right now. I cannot confirm that, but the 2 months that Spring Imp is in the drop pool is April and May. Maybe they forgot to update it, but Spring Imp should be in the drop pool on all platforms. It should be in the drop pool. Of course, it is pretty rare since it is a legend, and of course, if you just get a legend drop, it'll be one of any amount of legends, and one of them just happens to be the Spring Imp. But it should be in all drop pools right now. I haven't personally gotten a pull of it yet, but I'm pretty sure I will this Friday when I do all my keys for the new kingdom that's coming out, because I'm going to be opening a huge amount of keys then. We'll do it for a video. I'm not going to do it on stream. I did last time on stream. The problem is it's just a lot more organized if it's separate as an actual separate video. We'll just throw that down. One more Tesla and we already won. Tesla is pretty insane. I don't know if they'll cut her back at all. If they are going to nerf her, they'll probably nerf her to a 5-to-1 ratio. I don't think they will though, because it'll be hard to tell until a couple more weeks pass. Because this week is a really bad representation of what she'll actually be on a normal week. Mainly because there's so many mechs this week, and mechs have very high armor. So it's not really a good representation of what her damage output actually is. So right here we're going for blue, not because we need it or anything, but because I need it for, well, not because Apothecary needs it, because of we need to feed it to our Tesla, since all we have to do is just cast that to win at this point. Next time we fill up our honor, that's just going to go straight into red or blue. GG stream. Oh, did the stream go out for a moment? Huh. Oh, a Tesla just died. Oh. Or Tesla just died. Oh, it devoured it. Oh, GG. Black Manacles trolling us like crazy this week. Did my stream go out for a moment? Sorry about that. My connection's been kind of good today. I guess it just decided to not want to work. But we're back now. Well, let's do this again then. We end up failing. Only because he devoured us with a random, the random Black Manacles devour. And it did it on our most important troop, the troop that our entire team was built around. I hate when that happens. We could have technically probably won with Corvash, but it would have taken ages.
Mana surge.
Okay, so we'll go for Apothecary Rush. I think the problem I did last battle too was I didn't rush the Apothecary. Her only problem is she doesn't have a target right now. I shouldn't say that. She has yellow. Not the best of targets, but we'll make it work. There we go. And if we can get honor going now, we just won. No! Fail. You walked away, and when you came back, this happened. What happened? Let's do... We'll move that over. Earlier, you fought someone in arena who had Black Manacles. They devoured 3 out of 4 of your team. I've had that happen before. I've even had my entire team devoured by Black Manacles before as well. Yeah, Black Manacle, 20% doesn't seem like it'll be much, but it can go really crazy sometimes. We'll throw that down.
Mana surge.
He'll just stick a skull somewheres, which is actually why we're doing this, just to keep distracting with skulls. I may hit on red if we get an extra turn on one of these soonish. Oh, I should have taken the green that were over there. Could have gotten some green for free. Even if we don't intend to use Apothecary, we could always have it for just the sake of having it. You never know. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll take one of the skulls and we'll just keep it going. And I think I will aim it at red this time, mainly because one Tesla does look like it's almost enough damage to team wipe right there. And nope, no mana, no extra turn. We'll just feed him everything for Dragon Soul, which is pretty bad because he's going to gain a good amount of bonus for, or reduce our bonus because he's going to be hitting all of our armor. So we'll try for a brown surge here, maybe get an extra turn miraculously from a bunch of brown falls. Of course we don't get it. Hello, Alexandro. Do we play any other match 3 games? That's a good question. Do you guys know of any other match 3 games that are pretty good? I ended up playing Marvel Puzzle Quest the other day, on April Fool's Day, but I don't know. It was too pay to win. I've seen what was it called? Puzzles and Dragons? I've seen some gameplay of that, and that seemed okay. Not really my style of match 3 though. And I tried Ember Strike, but then the dev I think just gave up on it. And I don't know. I kind of want to try Candy Crush because I've never played it before. But I don't know. Are there any other really good match 3 games out there? I know one was an indie one was released on Steam not too long ago. I think it was some kind of single player one. I was almost gonna do a let's play on it, but I figured I didn't. If I'm gonna do a let's play of a game anytime soon, it'll probably just be of Puzzle Quest 1, the original. Good evening, Steve. Welcome. Had to go YouTube on the computer, as it indicates you're offline on your mobile YouTube application. Yeah, we did lose connection for a moment, so it may just be randomly showing that I'm offline now, if you are looking for that. We should be online though. Maybe click and refresh on it may help. But yeah, we did lose connection for like 1 second earlier, for no apparent reason. What do we do here? I guess we could cleanse. The only problem is she has a really low HP. She has a ridiculously low HP. I do need to try getting her mana somehow, so if we can cascade into something, that'd be great. Looking at purples, but that won't work. We can obviously do blues, but don't want to deny her mana. We can do green, and that's about our only other option, I think. So we'll do that. There's the cleanses as well, and we'll throw this at a red. Hopefully get the reds that we need, even if it doesn't extra turn, and we do. And that's match, or it should be. Should be enough damage. Also, thank you, Little Ghost 57. Much appreciated. Play the classic columns. What is the classic columns? Is there actually a match 3 called classic columns? Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest? I have actually never heard of that. I might need to look it up. Hello, Chris Border. Seems you have more than enough armor to cast Tesla. I know. We just keep stacking it like crazy. Thank you, Ryan. 40 subscribe. Much appreciated. Let's see. You've played many others, including Puzzle Quest, Puzzle Quest 2, Bejeweled, Candy Crush, some Doctor Who match 3 game, Battle Gems, Bloodgate, etc. Let's see, Hoonie Pop? I've never heard of that one. Also, I didn't hear a couple of the ones that Bridget said, like Bloodgate. I've never heard of that one, or Battle Gems. A lot of people seem to be doing like the battle-like aspect for match 3 games these days. Let me throw Bombot back out. Also, there was a team mentioned earlier for console. I ended up not doing it, unfortunately. If you still need me to do it for any reason, just let me know. Whoever mentioned that one console team earlier. Got distracted by other teams.
Mana surge.
There is a Marvel. Yeah, there is a Marvel Puzzle Quest version. We actually played that on. I played that 10 days ago. A little bit too pay to win. After like 2.5 hours of playing, we ended up hitting a pay or wait wall. So yeah. We didn't get to play for too long before it kind of just locked us out of the game until we either waited or paid. So nope. Not doing that. Oh yeah, it was. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, we'll go do that, or Ryan, that is, or both of you. Yeah, we'll go do that right after this. Yeah, consoles. As far as your event, you'd probably want to try getting yourselves a Queen Mab from the event dropkeep pool. You guys currently have 2 troops in there, Queen Mab and Borealis, both of which are extremely good with the team of Snow Guardian, Valkyrie, Justice, and Queen Mab. Or if you don't have the Queen Mab or Queen Mab fully traded, you could do a Borealis in last slot instead. If you have neither of those two, you can also just use an Ice Golem instead in last slot. I can go show that team after, but let me go and show the team that was just asked. We'll go do that one first, and then I'll go show the other team that you guys can build. How do you get a map? There's a couple ways. The easiest way to get a map is by using Tyree. Tyree you get for free from completing the Zolkari Kingdom. The Zolkari Kingdom is the defense selected. Oh gosh, I hate when it keeps randomly changing my team. Let's just switch it to that. Anyways, where was I? To unlock Tyree, you just need to complete out the Zolkari Kingdom, and that will give you Tyree, and she can farm 20% chance to give you a map every single time she casts. And that's the easiest way to farm maps as of currently, is just to use her within your team. You can also get them on 7 times Cascades, but using Tyree is your best bet. Use it with things like Goblin Shaman, Dryad, Green Seer, Giant Spider, anything that can feed her a good number of mana. So let me go do this one ass team. So the one on console. Ice Golem. Oh, my Ice Golem's still not maxed out yet. Wow. That thing has been out for ages. It's been out since December, and I still don't have it maxed. Mainly because I haven't really opened that many keys since then. We will be this Friday, though. A lot of them. Snow Guardian and Queen Mab. So we'll throw this down. We got the whole, pretty much the whole Glacial Peaks Kingdom here, except for Valkyrie. So we'll throw a red-yellow banner. We need that, of course, for rushing up Valkyrie. And we'll go from there. What are we even up against right now? Okay, that should be fine. Oh, we're using basically all Glacial Peaks against all Golvania for the most part. Do a team with Amira and Korvash when you get a blue enemy team. Sure, we can go do something like that. You used to be able to do Mana Core within that team as well. I'm not quite sure if Mana Core really works in it anymore. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Mana Core might have too high of a, because it doesn't have Empowered anymore, I don't think it's particularly good with the 2 of them. But it does cover every single color using a Korvash Mana Core Amira combo. Is that enough damage? 32. But it's raised based on frozen enemy, so yes, that is enough damage. Ah, we didn't get the extra turn though. Okay, we'll throw it at the Browns. Doesn't really matter what we throw it at, as long as it gives us a lot of mana. And I guess we can, oh well, never mind, his team is already frozen. So if we're gonna place this, we need to place it for board control. We'll do that then, get our reds. Come on, off the top. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. Is there enough blue? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think. We're gonna bother counting the rest. It looks like it was about that many. And we'll just throw that purple, get 2 more of those out, and I think that's already matched. 1. And I don't have the mana for the second one. And we can't drop it anywhere. Oh, if we would have had a destroy a row right there, we would have gotten 4 different rows. We would have gotten that, a blue from here, a blue from there, and a blue from there. That would have been insane. If there was ever a time we needed to destroy a row, that would have been it. Alright, we'll just move that over. Oh, we didn't get enough Valkyrie mana. I can always explode for it, I guess. That, or at this point, just go for finishing off Queen Mab. There we go. Overkill, both the blue and the purple. So all we have to do is just cast Queen Mab now, and that's match. You got Plague from a legendary guild task today. Nice, Chris. Congratulations. Is that your first mythic or just another one of them? Plague did get buffed recently, so he's actually not bad anymore. I've said many times in the past that he's kind of weak, but he still kind of is. Or I didn't say he's weak, I said that he's normally slow at winning a battle. And he still is relatively slow at winning battles, but he did get buffed. He now poisons all enemies on top of everything else he does, and he has that higher ratio on his, or he does a 3 stat reduction instead of a 2 stat reduction on his trait now. Really? We have a single troop and another single troop over here. Well, let me go and kill out the single troop real quick then. Get this out the way. Oops, wrong team. This killed out in a matter of seconds, but that's... there were so many questions earlier. I think I might have skipped some. We did the one for console. I still need to show the other thing for console. I'll spend this. Oh, there was like 2 more questions or suggestions. Can't find them. We'll find them later. Let's see. Where were we? Throw Spirit Fox, throw Astral Spirit, and that is the match.
Surge.
Oh, come on.
Mana Surge.
And there we go. That's over. That was quick. Free resources right there. Easy 3 trophy. I can't believe that was a 3 trophy battle. Hardest 3 trophy ever. Good evening, Maximus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, guess what? It's Bombots. Oh, really? Bombots with Princess Espef? This doesn't actually work that well in PvP. Actually, I could probably win against him, now that I think about it, even if we just use some kind of random team. Since I do remember this one, let me go do the one team I was referring to earlier. It was this team right here. For console players this week. If you need something excessively strong off of your new troops, use the Justice. I believe you guys get 2 times trait stones as well for using Snow Guardian this week on console. So definitely just plop a Snow Guardian into your team somewhere if that is the case. But it's this team right here. Snow Guardian, Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab with a red-yellow banner. If you don't have Queen Mab, or if you don't have her traded, you can also go with the Ice Golem, and if you don't have either of those 2, you can also go with Borealis. Any of those in last slot would be fine. The best thing you could put there is fully traded Queen Mab though, because Justice boosts based off of the amount of frozen enemies, and Snow Guardian supports it pretty well, covers the rest of the colors, and I believe you guys are getting 2 times trait stones, right? Can anyone on console confirm that? But yeah, this would be along the lines of what you would want to use on console this week. And let's see if we can actually use this to kill out the current event week kind of teams with the Bombots. We could lose here. It really depends what Princess Espef decides to target at and how lucky she gets on the Cascade from whatever she does. So that will kind of determine the game is what she does. Luckily, we did get a freeze right off the bat, so that will at least help us slightly. Should we go for Valkyrie? Yeah, we'll go for Valkyrie. Could be distracted for a turn anyway, so we'll do that. Okay, so console is receiving 2 times straight stone for using a Snow Guardian in PvP. Yeah, that's what I thought. That means it's the exact same event that PC Mobile had when it first came out. Really? 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 It just took out my Queen Map. I needed that. I needed that really badly for this team. Well then. We could still win. But, really? It feels like every single time the AI gets that on us. I think I've lost 4 battles in the last, just between today and yesterday. I've lost at least 4 battles just because of Black Manacle Devour. Not because of any other factor, but because Manacles just randomly gets a Devour on us. This one's not over yet, though. It's only over if we lose Valkyrie at this point. Let's see. That won't give him a skull, will it? No. We'll take that. Take our blue, take our skull. Get Princess Espef dead, so she can't do anything. She doesn't... They'll use no blues once we get her killed. So that'll be nice. Move that down. Oh! I actually shouldn't have done that. Probably should have killed it with a snowball. Would have been a bit better. But hopefully we'll red surge here and now we'll parrot some. Ooh, we didn't get the surge.
Mana surge.
Every decent troop is good with courage. Yeah, pretty much anything can work with courage and anything can work with justice. They're very versatile since they can just keep looping their attack and looping the gems. Really all the guardians are like that, except with the exception of sacrifice. Okay, well, nothing we can really do with this now. Should have used it to get the kill earlier. So I might just throw this and waste it on the Bombot just to make sure it does less damage.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
You got Bombot? Nice. Yeah, if you don't have Bombot yet, definitely make sure to use the gold keys this week. He's always in the drop pool, but he's insanely strong this week, so you might as well build some kind of team around him. And all the troops you need, for the most part, to build a team around Bombot is relatively cheap. You can even go with something as simple as Deep Bore with triple Bombot if you really wanted to, which is only a rare and 3 commons. That would be a little bit risky because if those 3 Bombots do not get you the win, then you likely lose, but it is pretty funny. I normally don't bother doing it, but it does work. Black Manacles of War and Peace is a lot safer to do, though. Well, we'll throw that down, and that should be a match. It was almost a lose, but we came back from it. Actually, I think I could have just taken that skull and it would have been a match, but there we go. That's definitely a match. Can I do Alchemist, Hellcat, Tesla, Guards, Avatar? Sure, we can go do that. War and Courage doesn't work as good as it seems it should. It's actually, I don't know, on paper it seems like it would be amazing, but they're not really too good together. It's mainly because War blocks way too much mana. Oh, let's throw down Alchemist. Tesla. Yeah, we're going to be having a lot of fun with Tesla in the future. I don't think I'm going to bother getting her to Mythic, though. Oops, wrong order. Hellcat. Oh, is this going to be an armor loop related team? And Guards Avatar. Yes, it is. I also haven't bothered using her with Guards Avatar much. Or really even at all. But she is pretty good with it. Gain 4 armor whenever ally casts a spell. And gain 2 armor whenever 4 or more gems in a match. We only cover 5 colors. We don't cover green. What is the minus green banner? I don't think it helps us much right here. I think it's like a double blue and a yellow. Yeah, double blue and a yellow. So that wouldn't help us at all. We're better off just going a brown-red then, most likely. Or red-yellow as well. I'll go red-yellow, actually. That was already what the banner was set to, wasn't it? It was. Well, we'll stick with the red-yellow then. And see how this goes. He is using Bombot team, of course, so we'll have to watch out. I need to try getting a very quick Alchemist into Hellcat. And will that help? No. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, it will. Take that. 1 mana short. Oh, if we could get a yellow right there. Oh, yes. There we go. Okay. Should be good to go. This is turn 1. Can we get a turn 1 win? It's definitely possible right now. See if we can pull it off. Ooh, never mind. Not possible now. We don't have anywhere to get an extra turn. Unless we get lucky somewhere off a cascade. Well, that was short-lived. That lasted for almost no amount of turns. Unless we get an amazing cascade right here somehow. Wow. Well, that works. Well, it's still turn 1. Somehow. That was pretty lucky. That was insanely lucky. Okay, I want to see if we can turn 1 win. That is my complete objective right now. I don't care how long it takes us to do the battle right now, but I want to see if we can do turn 1 win. It's been a while. I'll probably have to do it off Guard's Avatar and not Tesla. Let's see. I gotta do a yellow. Only one though.
Mana surge. Mana
Starting to get
surge.
too many skulls on the board. We're just blocking everything. Okay, we need to figure out a way to clear as much board off the board as possible. So move that over, move that over. Move that. Come on, yellows, get somewhere useful. No, we're not going to be able to turn one it. Nope, and I'm not going to bother doing some kind of weird cascade off the top there. That wouldn't be worth it. And guard's avatar isn't enough, so we'll just Tesla into guard's avatar. Oh well, we didn't end up getting to turn one. But we can do turn two. There we go. Oh, that wasn't actually enough damage? Huh.
Mana surge.
Probably because they have so much armor. I was expecting that to actually completely kill them out. But if there would have been another Tesla, it would have. Let's see. It feels weird. I still don't think they'll be that good of a combo, which is why I haven't really bothered using them together. Because one's true damage, the other is physical damage. And the guard's avatar takes away all the damage potential from your Tesla. It's also why I haven't bothered using Rowan yet with it, because Rowan's going to do the exact same thing. It's just going to take away all of your damage potential from your Tesla.
Mana surge.
And there we go. And that's the fast.
Next time, watch yourself.
Oh, hello. That's the second time I called it, and it's like, nope, not dying yet. I normally don't bother with testing to see if it'll actually be enough. Like seeing what all the numbers will be. Normally it takes too long, and unless it's a really important move, I normally don't bother with it. Yeah, I probably did. I probably did miss it. Yeah. There's normally moves that you don't see when you're looking at a particular part of the board, where you can sometimes see it if you're looking at it after the fact. Because I might be focusing on a different part of the board than you guys maybe. I tend to miss about like 10 really good moves per hour for the most part. Hello, Enigma! Welcome! That's bound to happen after hundreds of moves. Can I use... Oh wait, never mind, I already just used that team. Well, let's throw down... actually, using that Tesla team makes me want to use Tesla again. What do we still have set up for Tesla teams? I think this is still my favorite. Might as well throw it again. Just the standard Gorgulfa into getting everything mana. Nothing simpler than that. Just get your Explode, Tesla it, and you're good to go. Same thing as Crimson Bats, except even stronger.
Mana surge.
So we'll start on some of our mana. Almost looks like we have Crescendo before we even have the anything else. Yeah, there we go. But it did have fast trade, so that kind of does make sense. Oh, he just took away some of our mana. But we'll take that. I'm more worried about getting Gorgulfa up than I am actually casting the Crescendo. I almost feel like replacing Crescendo in this team. I feel like I barely even use it. Okay, so we'll go for the Gorgulfa. We'll throw a Crescendo into Gorgulfa into... that's pretty much match at that point. Only worry we really have is if he gets a bunch of yellow miraculously from a Cascade or something. Or if he gets Corvash up some weird way. But that's match. All we have to do is Tesla into a Crescendo. Work our way into a Crescendo. There we go, and that's match. Will Crescendo ever be a drop? Maybe, maybe not. I have not the slightest clue. It was purchasable last week. They did say that they are going to be adding a crafting system. We currently have not the slightest clue what will be in that crafting system, or how it will behave, or anything whatsoever about it. But they did allude on the forum that they are 100% for sure in the 3.1 patch making a crafting system. We just have no clue what it will be like. Maybe it'll make it for weapons, maybe it'll be for troops, maybe it'll be for who knows what. But they did say that they're adding a crafting system. We just have not any details about how it's going to work in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that would be pretty nice, because one main problem that's in this game right now, that's been starting to become more prevalent every single month, is it's almost impossible to get mythics. Like, there's people who have played for probably like 1,000 hours, some people, who still don't have a single mythic. They are insanely hard to get, and it's extremely hard to get a specific one since there's so many mythics now, another one being added every month. that it's unrealistic to try to get them these days.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
But once they add the crafting system, assuming it'll work like a standard crafting system, you'll just be able to scrap something and then you'll be able to accumulate one of the mythics that you actually want, hopefully. And you'd be able to do it for legends and pretty much everything.
Mana surge.
Yeah, this week all you have to do is kill brown troops in PvP. It's ridiculously easy to get event gems. I think it's the easiest week they've actually ever done for everything. Everything about this week is like the easiest they've ever done. I think they're... I said it during the previous video too. I think they kind of realized after the fact how hard last week's event was. So they're like, here, have the easiest event we've ever done to make up for the extremely hard event last week. Because look at this. If we go to events right now, it's a Tuesday, not even halfway through our stream, and we already have, or we pretty much already have all 6 of them done. I'll definitely need to do this on my Let's Play account this week. It'll only take like a couple hours of playing if I just focus on it and rush through it, and it'll be pretty easy to get. And of course the free 500 gold just for using mechs, regardless of if you win or not, is always nice. Yeah, I know, last week was horrible. If it wasn't for that new mythic last week, that last week would have been like pointless. I'll throw this again. Free 500 gold every time we use this team. I feel bad whenever I don't use this team because it's so strong this week, and I know every time that I don't use it that I'm getting 500 less gold, and I feel so bad for not using it. Not like that even really makes too huge a difference, but doing that over like 10, 100 battles, that really starts adding up. Oh, your favorite thing about last week was Crescendo. Yeah, Crescendo was kind of interesting from last week as well, since it was the first time that anyone who didn't get it from the initial event, like over a year ago, it was like 1 year and 2 months ago, like 14 months ago, Crescendo was released approximately. If anyone who didn't get it then, the only time that they ever allowed you to get it past that point was last week. And hopefully whenever they do the crafting system, it'll in some way allow old weapons to be obtained. For some reason, I feel like they won't do that. I don't know why. Because they said that they're currently working on some kind of system to rework the weapons. I don't know if their answer to that is also the crafting system, but it might be. Because I did ask that a couple weeks ago, and when I was asking about, hey, because they were going about starting to make the art for that one troop that they're going to be adding, that's going to be a Tacet, but I was asking that, and then we kind of got into conversation about a weapon, and then they were like, oh, we're actually going to be completely reworking the weapon system. So it's like, oh, okay, so not now then. So we'll see how that pans out. Yes, Bombot does die when used. There are a few troops that do that. Bombot is the most powerful of any troop that kills itself from casting. Bombot is the most powerful of them, and basically the only one that is worth using. The only other instance of that is Sacrifice. In some very, very weird instances is good. But for the most part, Bombot is the only viable troop that can actually destroy itself. Mainly because of its excessively high damage output.
Mana surge.
You're level 10 in Gems of War, but you like your videos to get better. Oh! Well, if you ever have any questions, Gene, just feel free to ask, and we can definitely answer all of them. Hopefully, everything I do is a bit helpful. We do have a Let's Play series, too. I haven't been really doing any episodes for it, mainly because we got past most of the content where we kind of could do interesting content for it. But I do have a Let's Play of it that you might want to check out. I normally go over extremely early game stuff for it. Gosh, I don't know if I'm going to get tired of facing this team this week. It's like every other battle. Deep Boar, Bombot, Black Manacles. The only thing I hate about this team when facing it is it's relatively random if you win or lose or not. It comes down to what the starting board is for the most part, because whoever gets first cast is just going to win. It's already determined before the battle really even gets going too much, because whoever gets that nice first cast, and also even if I do get a good or a decent starting board, the other problem is if he just randomly gets a 20% chance to devour, then we're kind of going to be on a huge setback, which is not good. Also, moments like that is when you should set your banner to Kraken instead of the double brown. If we would have set it to Kraken, we'd have full mana right now. on our deep boar. Now I have to waste a turn just to do that. I might need to try it with Kraken Banner. The main issue with doing it with Kraken Banner, though, is if we do have to go for a duel where our hero's the only thing left, it's going to disable our ability to use our hero. Alright, we'll just throw that down. And Bombot, Black Manacle, and oh, I should have taken those greens. Oh well, he doesn't use them, but he might cascade it into something. Okay, good. That's fine. Me giving him that greens actually had no effect on anything. That's fine. So we'll throw that down. Black Manacle and see where that brings us. Hopefully we get a Devour on hero. If not, we will be able to use Deep Boar to get the last little bit of our mana. So there we go. That's dead. Throw that down. Devour? Nope. Okay, so we'll need one more Black Manacle to end that out with. We could just do that all the way to the right edge. Ooh, miss. And I just gave him the rest of the mana for Bombot. Hopefully he'll just use it and cascade us something. Come on, explode like right there. Never mind. I thought that would give us something. Well, we'll do that. Black Manacle, and then we just won. He might even give us a skull. Hey, he does. Well, we could kill with either. Well, let's kill with this. We might get Devour. Aw, come on. We never get the Devour. I don't think I've gotten a single Devour all week since using this Black Manacle. That or I got the most pointless ones that had no result on the actual battle. How do you get the Kraken Banner? All banners are from their corresponding kingdoms. I could go over every single one. I believe there's charts out there posted on the forum and stuff. But the Kraken Banner is from the Blackhawk Kingdom. If you have any questions about any of the other kingdoms that are associated with their banner, just let me know. I don't think there's a quick way that you can actually check off of just the kingdom itself, like before you even buy it or not, when you're first starting out. I don't think there's any way to see what the banner is. There may be. It's been so long since I had to buy one that I actually don't know. Do I like Deep Boar better than Espef? Well, for this particular team, you kind of do have to use Deep Boar for a couple of reasons. For one, if you're using fully traded Mechanist class, you get 50% extra free mana on it. For this week, given that you get 500 gold for using an all-mech team, you need a Deep Boar there, so it's all mechs. And the problem with Princess Espef is she has to kill a troop. And if we use this exact team just with Princess Espef up front, we have to either kill our hero or our Bombot, and neither of which are a particularly good option. So normally just better not to go Princess Espef and just go Deep Boar. Which is also why you see literally everyone, for the most part, using Deep Boar. The only difference that most people do, or some people do, is they'll put a Famine in the last slot. Instead of like, they'll do like Deep Boar, Bombot, Black Manacle hero with Mechanist class, and then like a Famine in the back to make sure that people who invade them have even more struggle. But yeah. I would not advise using Princess Espef.
Mana surge.
Okay, we'll throw Deep Boar now, mainly because there's so much ground on the board that we have a really high chance of landing it. And I say that, and we don't land it. At least we get all of our mana. The only problem is he gets a Bombot for free, and he tears apart all of our damage. So that's not good. I have to use 2 Bombots just to get down to where he kind of would have been. So let me just do this. He's probably going to get some brown mana out of this. Oh, finally we had Devour. Not too consequential of a Devour, but at least we get one. Any random skulls? No, I'll just throw double Bombots, even though they're at reduced damage. Only 28, gosh, it's so little. How do you make your card the best? As far as getting extra stats on it, do you mean, and stuff like that? Generally, when you're first starting out, you want to use your gold and try to upgrade your kingdom levels. Every single time you fully max out a kingdom, you end up getting a decent amount of... oh wow, we have exactly enough to kill him on the skull. As you upgrade your kingdoms, you get additional mana surge chances, and eventually you get extra stats on your troops, which ends up helping out quite a bit. Other than that, make sure to get yourself into a guild, because guilds help you out with resources, and that's also pretty helpful. It'll help you with mana surge chance as well, and it'll just give you free resources, extra cards, and all that good stuff. What else was I going to mention on that? Oh yeah, as far as your gems, don't spend your gems on anything. You want to save your gems for the armor. Sorry, I'm clicking on like every wrong tab here. Go to shop and go to armor, you'd want to either save for the 500 gems and go for the dragon armor first, or if you're not going to accumulate them as quick, go for either the assassin armor or the dwarven armor, which is only 50 gems, and then eventually buy the dragon armor for 500 gems. As far as glory, you should only spend your glory under glory rewards and whatever the event troops are for the week. I'll actually be doing a video tomorrow over these two guys. But these are really good value because they give you a bunch of keys. They give you new troops that were just released. They give you a decent amount of trait stones. Also, I just noticed now that this one's giving the incorrect trait stone. Wonder if they noticed that. Both of them are giving the incorrect trait stone. They're both giving magics for some reason. Normally, all the trait stones are corresponding to whatever the troop is. Let me actually buy one of this. Is it giving purple? It is. It's giving the wrong trait stone. I actually don't mind because I need purple more than I need yellow. But normally it does it with the corresponding color. What do I think about the best soul farming team in consoles version, and where would you farm? I still believe that one video I did a while back is still applicable, where you go to the first challenge in Scouting Party, put it down to normal difficulty, and then you just do this team. Where'd it go? Dragon Claw Banner. And you throw in, oh, what's it called? Why can't I remember his name? I can't remember his name. I cannot remember his name. Fail. Why can I not remember his name? Warlock. How could I forget Warlock? But yeah, it's this team right here. Really cheap to build as well. Triple Warlock Valkyrie, or if you have a Dragon Soul, Triple Warlock Dragon Soul. There we go. But we'll show with a Valkyrie real quick. But yeah, this ends up getting a pretty huge amount of souls. You do have to have a Warlock that's high enough to be able to one-shot these. So you can't start these immediately when you start out in the game. But once you can build this kind of team, it can farm anywhere from about 8,000 to 12,000 souls per hour. On average, it's going to be more towards around 9,000 or so. But all you do is just go for your Valkyrie, cast that down on anywhere that will give you a huge amount of mana. Preferably not on purple, because we actually do need that boost ratio, and I just did it on purple. But I have plenty enough damage that that's not going to matter at all. But you'll want to, because you might not have enough damage. You need to do at least 21 damage. And of course, I can easily do that without the boost ratio. But you'll normally need to utilize the boost ratio if you're using lower statted troops. But all we really have to do now is get another Valkyrie cast. We do want to keep our eye out for that, so we can just take the mana right there, get the last of our mana, and now all we do is just cast all of these out one by one, and we'll just throw them wherever. You will sometimes want to aim at the last troop first, because you'll use the purple's boost ratio to be able to kill it. That's only if you're not doing this much damage. Like if you're only doing like 15 damage with them or something, you'll want to hit the last troop first because it has the highest HP or the highest durability, which is their HP plus their armor. And you'll want to aim at the last one first because they have a 2-to-1 ratio on how many purple gems they remove. And there's going to be the most purple gems on the board when you do your first initial cast. So right here, we're just going to use another Valkyrie. That's just to gain a little more souls. We'll throw down another, actually, never mind. We don't even need to do that again. So we can just throw that, and there we go. And from this battle, I think we get 200 something, 300 something, 275 souls in like what, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Could have gone probably a bit quicker too if I wasn't commentating over it. But yeah, this is a pretty decent amount, and you can build that really easily. You get the trait stones that you need for Warlock to get the Necromancy on him. You do need to get Necromancy on him. But you get the traits for that from Broken Spire relatively easy, since all the trait stones there are brown-blue, and that's the kingdom you initially start in. And Valkyrie, you don't need any traits on, but as soon as you finish Adana, you'd most likely have most of the trait stones you would need for her as well. How is the Spider Knight? Spider Knight? Which one is that? Isn't that the Intenko or the Web? If that's the Web, I don't... No, it is Web. Spider Knight isn't particularly good. Web in general currently isn't on any really good troops. The only particularly good instance of Web, I think, is Web Spinner. And even that is just on skulls, so not really that good either. The only other two things I could kind of think of that are somewhat good with Web are actually, let me see. Let me go get my my anti. We'll just write this down. The two things I could think that are really good that actually do web is the Not Helm and the yellow weapon that you get from the Orb Weaver class. Those are about the only two things that do web that are not horrible. Yeah, Not Helm, yeah. Because Not Helm gains an extra... Both of the two that I mentioned, one of the reasons why they're not horrible is both of them gain an extra turn from doing their ability.
Mana surge.
Yeah, Spider Armor is pretty good early game as well. Someone just mentioned. The main reason why Spider Armor is pretty good when you're first starting out is EXP when you're initially starting, the first 100 to 200 levels or so. It's good to level slowly because a lot of things, particularly Arena and PvP, is partially based on your current hero level. So battles tend to get a little bit harder as your level gets higher, and keeping your level low when you initially start can make your battles relatively easier. Not excessively easier, but noticeably easier compared to just like leveling up like crazy. So it is good to do a lot of treasure maps when you're first starting out, and if you really want to invest for it, you could spend some of your initial free gems that you get on Spider Armor, because that is the best bonus of any armor that gives 0% extra EXP bonus. So some people use it for that purpose. Personally, I think it's just better just going straight for the Dragon Armor, but some people do prefer going for staying a lower level. I ended up trying that with my first Let's Play account. I've actually tried every single Let's Play account. I've tried doing something different with them. On my very first one, my goal with it was to keep it as low a level as possible, and that's how we kind of got all the data on that too, of why they're so much better when you keep it a low level. But I made my initial Let's Play account as low a level as possible to utilize the PvP and Arena. And my second Let's Play account, what I tried doing with that is I tried doing 0 HP and 0 armor kingdoms to see how big of an effect it would have on your team score, to see if battles are easier. Currently, my data on that is it has no noticeable difference. So I'm still keeping it that way just so we can keep testing it a little bit further. But so far from what I've seen on my Let's Play account, it is worth just getting every single kingdom to level 10. Just doing the offensive kingdoms does not appear to make a big enough impact to make it worth it. So that's at least my current results. I don't know for sure if that will stand true forever, but I would definitely say level up all your kingdoms to 10 based on current results. Oh yeah, Talray is okay. The main problem with Talray is it requires so much setup. Talray would be insanely good if there was ever a troop added that had the ability to place web on all enemies. Placing web on all enemies would make Talray insanely powerful. But I don't know if they're going to be adding something like that anytime soon. If they ever add a mythic to Zolkari, I'm pretty sure it'll have the ability to web all enemies. It might even do web on like 4 times and 5 times matches, because currently that doesn't exist at this moment in time as well. So maybe it'll give that to a mythic, either of those two. Oh, here's Bombot team. Bombot versus Bombots. Who will win? Whoever gets off first. Hello, Dogzilla. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, what to do here? We'll take the brown into right, it looks like. And we do get the surge, so we'll cast that out. Never mind, I don't even need to. I can just Bombot twice into Black Manacle into win. That should be enough damage to win. As long as he doesn't do anything weird up until that point, we should be fine. Okay, he did a really bad move there, so we're good. Let's do that. Bombot again. Now it doesn't matter if he does anything because we already used all of our damage. And all we have to do is Black Manacle, and that's everything except his hero, which will live with 3 HP. Unless we get Dbarrel on it, which is a possibility. Nope, we'll just kill it with a D4. Come on, give a column with 3 skulls. No! Well, we'll just kill off a Black Manacle then. Should be enough round to get it. There we go. 1 HP. There wasn't enough skulls in one of the columns. Otherwise, it would have died to the D4. We were 2 cascades off from the map. Not like we need it, but free maps are free maps. I don't know if they're going to bother changing Green Seer to a random enemy. Forest of Thorns in general, Forest of Thorns and Mist of Scales are kind of really mixed up. Because some troops in one of their kingdoms, like, feels like they should be in the other, and vice versa. Like, Mist of Scales, there's, like, 2 troops in here that I just can't understand why it's not in Forest of Thorns. And that is the, actually, mainly just one. Swamp Lash. Even though this is more of a swampish area, this concept of troop, dealing damage to an enemy and then double if they're entangled, that seems like such a thing that should be in Forest of Thorns. I don't quite know why it's in here, because there's currently nothing that really scales off an entangle in Forest of Thorns. There used to be, back in the day, Hippogriff used to have triple damage to entangle, or was it double? Probably both at some point. But now it doesn't have either. It only does Hunter's Mark, even though the kingdom has no Hunter's Mark. And what's really weird and kind of misfitted these days is this kingdom has a couple of versions of entangle, but it has nothing that uses or utilizes really off of entangle. Like Gloomleaf, it benefits from the team not being entangled. It's just a really weird kingdom as far as synergy is concerned. Pretty much nothing from this kingdom can build a full team. You can get away with it, but like every single one of these kingdoms, or every single troop in Forest of Thorns, is basically a support troop for other teams. Sylvani Mora you use in Dragon teams. Thorn Knight you use if you need just a random entangle if you're a newer player and you don't happen to have one, or you just use in a Knight team. Trent you use with the Trent Alchemist Valkyrie Banshee combo, as well as a few others. Owlbear is dead content. Rowan you use with armor buffers, which there are none in this kingdom, which is insane. There's not a single troop in this kingdom that buffs an ally's armor, yet you have like one of the best troops that benefit from armor gains. The only thing that gains armor is Treant, but he gains it to himself, so it doesn't help Rowan. Let's see, what else doesn't synergize? Actually, this is literally the only thing that helps synergize the kingdom, is the new Array Guild Wars troop that they added. That's literally the only thing. And I guess Green's here, but it has an entangle that is misfitted like crazy. I don't know, it's just a weird kingdom. There's a lot of kingdoms that have really weird synergies that don't actually work within themselves. Hello, Valtuni! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, and we finished the event. It's halfway through our stream on a Tuesday, and we're already done with the event. That is an excessively easy event, gosh. Wow. Should I throw another 50 event keys? Did I? It's so tempting. It's so very tempting. The problem is any more that I do this week is less that I can do next week. I am so tempted to do this, though. I kind of want more copies of her, but I know I'm like never going to pull them. I think I'll do just one more. I don't think I'll do any more this week after this. But we got like 8 for free. No? Is no to opening this? Don't? Okay, a double don't. I'll save them for next Monday then. Resist! Okay. I'll just try getting her off of VIP and gem keys in the future then. No, I probably will hold them. Well, now there's 2 goes for. Okay, fine, we'll throw it down. This is the last 50 we're doing this week, though. I need to save the rest for next week. Okay. Let's do a suspense. Actually, should we do it all at once? I'll wait like till 10 go by, and then we'll do all of them at once. Come on. I need at least 1 copy of her. If I get even just 1, I'd be happy. We're gonna have a billion Clockwork Knights. Look at this. He's probably like 55% of the drop pool. Actually, he's probably like an even 50 or something. But anyways. 1 Tesla! Worth it. Worth it. Completely worth it. And he is about 50% of the drop, by the way. Clockwork Knight. But there we go. Definitely worth it. We got our 3rd Tesla. We'll get the other 4 of them later, because we need to have 2 copies above Mythic. We're definitely not doing that this week, though. I could spend like 500 event keys and probably not get 4 more copies with how bad my luck will be. But yeah, we'll save the rest of the event keys for next Monday for the new kingdom. And I might even need to use some gems as well. Okay, anyways. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, any other teams, any other anything that you want me to do, or if you need help building builds, feel free to leave them in chat. Otherwise, I'll probably be exploding Bombots. Gorgoltha 3 Tesla, sure. Really, JZG? 2 is normally enough to win, but yeah, we could try it. I had a feeling someone was going to ask that if we would have gotten another copy. Fine, we'll go do that. Might as well. We got the 3rd Tesla. Might as well use it. Would be a little bit of a waste if we didn't. Oh, really? I heard the Surge, but we didn't get it on the right color. Fail. I really should use the Kraken banner, just to be able to make sure that's a guaranteed mana. Because I hate when we're 1 mana short like that. It's always really annoying. What is the point of Villager Werewolf? It's basically an infinite tank in your front slot. It's actually pretty good, particularly earlier on in the game since you don't have too many tanking options. And if you have a Villager, if you like randomly get a Villager, it's pretty tanky to use as a combo. But yeah, generally what you do, yeah, I can go do a team with it. But generally what you do is you just put the Villager or Werewolf up in front, and then you keep hopping between the two and use it as a kind of like infinite looping tank. There was a team that someone suggested it a while ago. I forget what it was, and was actually able to loop like crazy. Where do you need to luck for when you search a guild? Well, to find a guild, you just go under guild, and then if you weren't in a guild, there'll be 2 little rectangles here. The right one will say that, do you want to make a guild? And the left one will be to join a guild. You'd want to click the join a guild and look at the options there. The other thing that you can do is go under the options, go under links, and go to the forums. And under the forums, there are people recruiting for every single platform, everything from casual guilds to extremely competitive guilds. And you just click this right here. It'll bring you to the Gems of War forum. And you can either just look through the post or then just make an account real quick. It takes like 1 minute. And just try getting into a guild there. And they'll likely get you in within hopefully a day or so. And then you're in a guild, a decent guild that you actually want to be in. But for when you're first starting out, all you really have to do is just click the guild button, go to the view guild thing, which will be the left rectangle over here. It doesn't show up since I'm already in a guild, and I'm the leader of it, so I can't just randomly leave it to show. But there'll be a rectangle right here. Just click it, and it'll show a bunch of guilds. And just go to one of those, and preferably one that has more people in it, because that means more resources for you for free. The bigger the guild, the more you get for free. Though the one, sometimes they have higher requirements. Do keep that in mind as well. But let me go do Villager Werewolf, since it was suggested. I'm not going to do it off of that team, though. Actually, all these teams are going to be ridiculously annoying, aren't they? Trying to find something that we can actually get away with doing it against. I guess we could try it against this. He doesn't have anything really to kill with except Salvini Mora. It's mainly just annoying troops. So let's throw this down. Make some kind of werewolf team. Okay, so we'll start it with a villager, I guess. Villager, or should we start with werewolf? I'll start with werewolf, actually. Normally it doesn't matter too much. If you're a newer player, you'd most likely start it with a villager, though, since you probably might not have the werewolf side of it. But we'll throw down a Taraxis. I think you can get away with Valkyrie as well if you don't have one. And not quite sure what else we should put here. Probably a Behemoth if we have it, or if you have it. Obviously we have it. Oops, if I can spell, we have it. Behemoth and let's see, one other troop. I want something that can loop with it. I'm missing something pretty vital from this. I guess it's just a Kraken because we need it for the blues and for everything. So we'll throw a Kraken with it and see what this will do. But yeah, I'll show how to use werewolf here. And for banner, we will just go a brown purple. I'm going to commit to the werewolf here, just so we can do the quick switches in case we need it. Let's see, because this team does have relatively high stats. So we'll throw this down. Oh yeah, it is. That is one of the ones I recommended for tanky defend team. It's actually the exact same one. Interesting. Okay, but yeah, its main point is Salvini Mora. Now that I look at it, I don't think it'll have enough damage. I said it would be a good tanky team against skull damage, But I also said during that video that if they're not using skull damage, it is ridiculously easy to counter. Because unless you're using skulls, this team isn't going to be too hard for you to do. I think during Guild Wars, this team might be used a bit because it covers 3 browns. Actually, it doesn't even matter if you cover a bunch from a color. But if you can't scout out what you're up against in the Guild Wars, if it becomes known that a lot of people are using skull-oriented teams, you can just use something like this, and then they won't really be able to pierce through it. But right here, you can do a double drop. I think this is fine. We'll be giving him something like right there, but we're going to be dropping it to the point that it shouldn't give him anything. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we do have the werewolf up. One really nice thing about a werewolf and anything that can transform into another troop is that when it transforms, it comes in as basically a completely new troop. So any stats effects on it, any damage that it has, will no longer be applicable for it. I'll show that in a moment. We'll actually throw Behemoth right here first. Need to try getting alignment on stability. It creates all blue into purple, or is it all purple into blue? One of the two. All purple into blue. So nothing we can do off of this board at the moment. We'll move that upwards. I think we have alignment, or did I ruin alignment? I think I ruined alignment actually. So I might just throw this down and then throw a Tyraxis into it. Skull I'm not even going to worry about. But, oh yeah, I forgot I got to target that one. Then let's aim at Sylvain anymore since it is the damage source. So as you can see right there, we're no longer entangled because we transform into a different troop. And it's a really easy way to just keep tanking on your front line so you don't really need to worry that much about enemy damage. So right here we will do Villager? No, I don't think we have alignment. No, still no alignment. So we'll just throw Behemoth. Hopefully that'll place it in a way that we can throw the Villager. And that's actually almost matched already. I won't even need to. Never mind. I don't even need to throw the Villager, but I guess we can. Just to throw the full cycle of it. But there you go. And you can see he gained all of his armor back since he transformed into a new troop. You saw there he had damaged armor, but now he's just a normal werewolf with everything. So yeah, that's generally what you use Villager / werewolf for. It's just a really tanky frontline troop that you can just keep transforming back and forth. And it's a pretty nice method. Also, let me go do that one team that was also suggested. Since we just got a 3rd Tesla, we're kind of obligated to do this team. Gorgoltha, Tesla, Tesla, and Tesla. I'm going to go a brown-yellow this time instead of a red-blue, mainly because I want to get Gorgoltha up super quick. Actually, never mind. This would be more of an instance to do red-blue, now that I think of it, since we're actually using so many of them. We'll just do that. Okay. I'm just slightly scared that he's going to go too crazy on the Bombots this battle. But we'll see what happens. Okay. Not the best of starting boards, by any means. What was the delay there for? I guess it was going through our traits, but it wasn't showing that it was doing it. Oh, I wonder if she doesn't have an animation for the thing. That might be what's happening. Well, we'll just throw the brown over. Oh, thought we were going to get blue. I didn't realize the purple would move it out the way. Well, that's unfortunate. But we can just keep giving him skulls. I don't really have much of a choice. Gonna need to take as many yellows and browns as we can. Preferably on Surge, so we don't need to waste another turn. We'll just move that up. And, yeah, we'll go brown. No, we didn't get the Surge. And we didn't get a brown Cascade. Okay, he has Deep Bore. And I don't think we can take a brown. We can drop that, though. So that'll be blue for our Tesla. We get a skull. We get a free turn skull, but it was already our turn anyways. I can swipe a brown to get it up. And I think I will, because this will reduce his chance of actually landing his Deep Bore. Also, thank you, Orla McDaniel, for your subscribe. Much appreciated. Oh no, he used the Bombot. No! That ridiculously reduced the amount of damage we'll do with Tesla by a really, really large margin. So much so that I think it's only going to do like 50 damage? 60? Let's see. Probably still going to be decent damage, isn't it? And we're actually getting quite a bit of our armor back as well from casting that. Problem here, though, is I might need to throw Gorgoltha right here. No, never mind. He'll take a skull, then we'll throw Gorgoltha. So we'll do this. And yeah, it's only about 70 or so damage, which is not a lot. We'll throw Gorgoltha here. Hopefully he'll get all of his mana back and give him this random skull. Good. Okay, we gave him a random skull, and we did get all the mana back, exactly what we needed. Perfect. So we'll throw this down again. Hopefully we can distract him again with a skull, and then we're good to go. Or we can extra turn, or do both. Get an extra turn and distract. So, well, that was a little shaky, but we do end up getting it. All we have to do is just cast that 3 times. There's 1. He'll take the skull again. I can't wait till PC Mobile gets the custom AI. Every single time there's a 3-pair of skull, they'll prioritize it over everything. Hello, or goodbye, little ghost. Have a good time. Thanks for joining us. Oh, no problem for the demonstration, Steve. Yeah, if you guys ever want to see anything else, just let me know. And if I accidentally ignore your message for whatever, just message it again. Because I do sometimes accidentally miss some things. Well, let's mirror this guy. I should probably switch my banner. I think I'm just going to go with Kraken banner on this. Okay. Where to go? Where to go? I feel like doing Red Surge. But then he'll get Bombot, so let's not do that. I'll play it safe and just go for the Bombot. Because he's going to get his Bombot right there. So we'll cast ours first and have the advantage. And he'll cast his. He's still going to do a lot of damage, but nowhere near as much as we did to him. Alright, we'll just move that out of the way. Red, I guess. Oh, I almost didn't see that. Oh, good thing I got that. That would have been bad if I didn't go for it. Oops, and I just did that in the wrong order. Should have done Black Manacle first, then the Bombot. Normally you want to do it in that order so your Black Manacle can actually gain the purple mana that you get from the explosion, as well as any brown mana if you happen to get excess. Move that over. Throw D4, hopefully land it. Never mind, we did a random skull. That works too. Hello, Axel. You're new sub to the channel. What platform? And what is this about? I'm currently playing this on the Steam PC version. And this is Gems of War. We mainly do Gems of War on this channel, though we do a couple other games from time to time. Gems of War is a match 3 RPG game. Essentially, it's just you take gems off of a board and you fill up these troops. All these troops have different abilities and traits that they can use, and the objective is just to kill out your entire enemy team before they do so to you. It has a pretty nice community, active devs, and weekly events as well, so there's normally never too stale. And we're actually getting a new kingdom this Friday, new classes this upcoming Monday, and Guild Wars, which is a new feature starting on the 24th. So quite a few interesting things coming up within the near future in this game.
Mana surge.
Okay, we'll throw it all the way to the side. Hope we get lucky. Maybe over there. Nope, but at least we get our mana even if we don't get the turn.
Mana surge.
Hello, Yago. Oh, you're Trevor from my guild. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, I'll do it correctly this time and do Black Manacle first. Hey, Devour. Not a consequential one, but at least we got one.
Surge. Mana surge. Mana surge.
Hey, Black Manacles again. Not like I need it, but okay. Might as well take it.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
I'm actually going to cast Black Manacles instead of Bombot because we already have a guaranteed chance he's going to just take the skull. Normally in that instance I would have Bombotted, but we already had a guaranteed chance he would waste his turn. So there we go. And that's match. Can I do a quad Gorgotha and try to meme on someone? A quad Gorgotha? What, using 4 Gorgothas on a team? I don't know. That battle would take forever. I could. That battle would take about 10 minutes though if we were to. Plus we would have to find a battle where it wouldn't be a ridiculous like a lineup against. Like for example, if we tried doing 4 Gorgothas against this team, we'd get completely crushed because Draculus would end up getting enough magic to one-shot us. But I guess we could try that.
Mana surge.
I don't know. Because that would take a ridiculously long amount of time. It would win, most likely. It would just be ridiculously slow. Normally Gorgotha's used to feed troops, not to solo people. There are some troops that you can literally just spam 4 of and win. Most notably would be Dragon Soul 4 times Dragon Soul, I believe, is the strongest 4 times team you can make of just using the exact same troop. 4 times Christinex is also pretty ridiculously strong, and there are a few others as well. Rockworm. Rockworm is surprisingly strong, even though it's a common. 4 times Rockworm on a team is pretty funny. Oh, there we go. They all trigger Virtue and nail the under death. Or actually, they trigger whenever they take HP damage. What's the point of make the rarity better for your card? Oh, Ascension, you definitely want to ascend troops instead of disenchant. The purpose of Ascension is they give additional stats. I don't think I have anything that I can do. Let me see. Upgradable? No. Well, let me go buy some right now so I can show it. Let's see. Go to Adana. Do I need to buy any of a copy? How many more do I need? Oh, that would be too many to have to buy. Huh. But, essentially, what Ascension does... Oh, never mind. I can still show it. What Ascension does, you can see it right here. It allows you to level your troops further, and it also gives them additional stats. Gives them additional stats from the Ascension, and it'll give you additional stats from the level up that you'll then be able to do from it. It is definitely advised to ascend instead of disenchant. Disenchant is pretty much pointless, and you will never want to do it. The payout for it is relatively poor compared to how valuable it is to ascend. You'll definitely regret if you disenchant initially instead of ascending. It is always the best to do Ascension, mainly because you can always accumulate more souls, but as you progress through the game, it becomes relatively hard to accumulate large amounts of copies of cards, and you'll definitely want to put all of them towards Ascension. Later on in the game, something you don't really need to worry about with it, but the other reason for Ascension is you use Ascension to upgrade Kingdom Stars. This gives things like additional gold per day, higher tributes, extra stats even, and it gives a lot of additional bonuses that without Ascension you won't be able to do. So that's another reason why it's pretty important to do Ascension instead of disenchanting. I personally feel like they should just completely remove the disenchanting system. I wonder if they'll incorporate it into the crafting system. But currently, it is 100% pointless unless you have like 4 copies of a mythic of one. Unless you have that, it is completely pointless to disenchant any troop. You should always ascend them because it's just better value. Okay, well, move our reds over. No surge, no.
Mana surge.
As far as how many copies you need. The way Ascension works is, of course, you get ascended 1 time every single time you do the Ascension, and the amount that you need for every single one is, the first Ascension is 5 copies, then 10, then 25, then 50, then 100. So that's a total of 165, right? To do a common, you would need 165 copies, right? I didn't count that wrong, right? 150, 10, 5. Wait, 25. I think I just counted that wrong. 195, sorry. Math fail. Or 190. Math fail again. It's whatever 5 plus 10 plus 25 plus 50 plus 100 is. Yeah, that's 190.
Mana surge.
Can't do simple maths in head. Giving Gems of War 101 in 2 minutes. I normally review over a lot of things in stream that I've said like a billion times. That mainly because I don't make videos of them and I don't reference them. But I like helping people because there's always new players that need that information, and you can't expect them to always find the video and stuff on them. Normally in the Let's Play series, I tend to cover them a lot, but I haven't been doing it recently, so not a lot of people really know about them as well. And he just took out all of our damage. I think we just lost. Okay, never mind. That helped us win. We just went from losing to winning pretty much in 1 cast. Okay. Well, we'll throw that down. All we have to do is just Black Manacle to death at this point. Hopefully, again, maybe we can get lucky and get the double Devour. The AI does it all the time. Why can't we? There we go. Hey, we're playing the AI now. Double Devour in a row. Nice. But yeah, if anyone else has any other questions, feel free to ask. We'll answer them all. We'll still be streaming for about another half an hour or so. Oh, also, hello, Corin. I forgot if I said hi, but welcome. Sorry if I didn't. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? Yeah, if I missed anything else, feel free to just leave it in chat, and we'll get around to all of it. Gorgotha, Amira, Corvash, Amira, Desert Mantis. Sure, we'll go do that, Timothy. We'll do it against the 3 trophy, I think. Let's see. Clear this out. Come on, clear. Okay. Oh yeah, Bridget, we'll do yours as well after that. Gorgoltha, Amira. Someone did ask for Amira Corvash earlier. Corvash, and this might have been what they were actually asking for. And either another Amira or Mantis. Wait, would Mantis even cover all colors? No. Let's just go with a second Amira. There we go. Amira spam. And we'll just go with a brown yellow. We'll commit to the Gorgoltha. And we'll go from here. Only annoying thing will be Famine, but we can target it down with a double Amira cast. Will be enough to kill it. The other thing we have to worry about is Black Manacle. Hopefully that won't be too big of an issue though. Should you save your event keys or try to get another Tesla? That depends on how many you have left. And you say another Tesla. If you already have a Tesla, then you might be fine. If you already have 2 Teslas, definitely don't bother getting any more. Anything beyond that's kind of a waste of resources. I can definitely vouch for that after wasting my resources to try to get more copies of her. But yeah, once you have 2 copies, you really don't need more of her. If you have 1 copy, then it may be worth it to do more. It really just depends if you want to get the new troops or not. Because if you the new event for the new kingdom is this next Monday for PC and mobile, so it might be pretty good value if you want to get the new troops to save your event keys for it. Personally, I am, and quite a few other people are. It really just depends if how much you value in having a second Tesla or not. Because the new kingdom, one pretty nice thing about it is it will have a lot of the storms, many of which currently aren't in the game because Guild Wars hasn't officially started yet. So the new kingdom's going to be bringing in basically the first troops to have some of the new storms that currently aren't in. Like right now, there's only 2 storms. There's the Skull Storm and the Green Storm, the Leaf Storm, whatever it's called. So there's currently not too many options for it. But once the new kingdom comes in, I believe almost every, if not every storm will then be covered. So that's one pretty nice benefit about the new kingdom and having those troops from it. You just got all the kingdom levels to 10. What do you suggest you should focus on? Soul farming or... Oh, thank you for reminding me. I've been meaning to do a video like that for a while now. Kind of going through the progression of the game. I was waiting until the 3.0 patch. And the 3.0 patch is actually here, so I should probably... I should probably do a video on that already. I completely forgot about that. It might have to be next Sunday, not this Sunday because obviously it's Easter, but the Sunday after this Sunday, I'll probably try to get that out. That's a video I've been wanting to do for a while, like how to progress through the game, what you need to be focusing on and stuff like that. But to answer your question, like ranting on, but to answer your question, you should be focusing, well, that really depends. If you're in a decent guild, or if you're not in a decent guild, you might want to start focusing on gold a bit more so that you can be placed in a better guild. If you're already in a relatively decent guild or a guild that you already like, you can stop focusing gold as much because you won't need it. You'll just need to do whatever your minimums are for the guild, maybe a little bit higher. But you'll want to focus more on souls so you can start upgrading all of your kingdoms. For the most part, you also want to be focusing on trait stones because you're going to be needing trait stones to start trading up all of your troops too. Generally, when you're farming souls, you farm souls and trait stones at the same time. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone because they can easily both be done simultaneously as you farm upwards. And I think I might lose with this suggested team. Not because it's bad, but mainly because Famine is going to keep dragging us down before we can do something.
Mana surge.
Let's see. We'll do that right there.
Mana surge.
Oh, never mind. That's enough to kill him, as long as he doesn't do something weird. Okay, there we go. So we shouldn't have any worries now. The only thing that could really make him win is if he randomly gets Black Manacle Devour every time he casts, like we did the previous battle. Also, never mind. He does have a second way he could win. He almost has enough damage to one-shot us. I need to take out some of that armor. Gosh, that is a lot of armor. I think it'll take 3 Americasts as well to be able to break through all that.
Mana surge.
Of course, we hit past his armor, but still, he has so much HP from 50% extra stats that, yeah, we are going to need 3. Does look like it, yes. So, is there any way that we can do enough on hero? No, we can only do up to 54. So, both of them are going to require 3. Oh, never mind. We can do Corvash. What am I saying? Never mind. So, we can Corvash into... let me take that down. We get the stun on the one that does nothing to. So, we'll Corvash. See where that brings our HPs. And I guess I go for hero first. Mainly because I don't think Carnex can really kill us. He can be annoying, but he's not going to kill us. So we'll throw that down. Throw down the other one. And then we'll just throw 2 more at him. Or Corvash +1. Ooh, if I let him take Skull, he's going to get a kill. I think I might just let him. The only thing we need is the mirrors to go. Plus they have Agiles. If worst comes to worst, they'll dodge. Oh, never mind. That's enough to live. Wow, Gorgolfo's tanky. Where to go? We'll take our reds. When is your next live stream? Because you love your videos and live streams. Oh, thank you, Gene. Next live stream will be next Friday. We stream every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday and Tuesdays are from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Fridays and Saturdays are from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also likely going to be streaming from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.-ish on Easter Day, Eastern Standard Time. Mainly because I'm not actually doing anything in the morning, so I figured why not celebrate a little bit of Easter here as well. Actually, I already got bunny ears and everything from a dollar store. I'm already all prepared. I'll probably be doing it from Friday to Sunday. Because, of course, some people may only be able to catch it one day. So we're basically celebrating Easter all 3 days, essentially. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do the giveaway, most likely, that I was planning on. Mainly because redeem codes still are broken. I have no control whatsoever about that, unfortunately. So, unless they miraculously fix it before Easter. Alright, so we'll move purple over. And the full schedule for that is also in my description on my page. I think I might make a beginning graphic on my streams too for the full schedule. Because a lot of people do tend to ask. Is that Europe time? No, it's let's see. How do I put it in relative terms? Let's see. How many hours back would that be? Or maybe I should do it forwards. I don't know. Let's see. How many hours back would that be? That would be basically 11 hours prior to now on Friday is when the next stream is. 11 hours prior to whatever your time is now on Friday. The power of Google, yeah. Or you can just type it in Google and type in EST to whatever your time zone is. Yeah, I'm always confused when trying to convert time zones too. I normally just put it into Google. That's like the easiest way to do it. But it's 11 hours prior to now on Friday is the time. And that's when we stream every Friday and Saturday. Okay, well, we got the last Corvash to kill it out with. A little bit slow. I think that was slightly my fault for facing a famine, though. What do we have set as defend? It's actually winning. What? How did this do it? It barely wins invade, yet it just like crushes defend for some reason. Amazing. Let me just throw bombots. Anti-famine team, go! Famine versus a famine. No, it's actually relatively easy to counter a famine. You do have to counter him with mana drain, even though he's a mana drain. You normally know when a mechanic's overpowered when you have to counter it with itself. But generally, the easiest way to counter a famine is simply to put one fully traded Spirit Fox on your team. That alone is enough to fully counter out a famine. If you just put a single Spirit Fox on your team. It not only removes the yellows that it uses, but it also drains its mana by 7, which will make sure you can keep a lead on it to make sure it never... Excuse me. Make sure it never gets its ability off. Hello, Carlos. Welcome. Okay, he's getting a lot of magic reductions off. Good thing we don't really use magic too much on this particular team. But let's throw our Bombots down. I'm going to do this first just so he doesn't reduce them even more. I want to make sure we get full value out of them. And then we'll throw the Black Manacles. Okay, he'll waste his turn on a Skull. Might be able to get some brown out of him as well. Just in case I can next turn, I'm actually going to throw Black Manacles here. Might have should have done that initially. But we'll do that now. And we'll see what he does on this brown. I have a feeling he'll give us some. And nope, none. Oh yes, never mind. He does give us a little bit. 6 mana. Better than nothing. Good thing we cleared it out, or else we would have gotten none there. Horrible board, so we need more brown on it. We'll just throw the Bombot there.
Mana surge.
Still not a really good board to cast on. I think I'll have to, though. We really need the mana. Could have swiped the purple as well. Could have swiped the purple on the Skull. But we'll just take a brown. That'll be enough for Black Manacle. And that'll kill everything except for Carnex. And even if we trigger Devour, that will not be enough damage because he has Impervious. So we'll just hit his Impervious. But all we have to do now is just tap him. Oops, I did not see those reds. Fail. I think that's like the 3rd or 4th major move I didn't catch from this stream. Yeah, Famine is really, really annoying. I've considered him one of the most annoying troops pretty much since he has come out, and especially when he got buffed. When he initially came out, he was relatively weak, or kind of just average. But then they buffed him up like crazy out of nowhere, and then never nerfed him. I still don't know why. Actually, I kind of know why. I think they've never nerfed him because I think they're scared to nerf any mythics because they know how ridiculously hard it is to get them. And they have yet to ever nerf one, so if they ever do, there might be outrage from the community, from everyone who has one, about it. That's the only thing I could possibly think of why they haven't nerfed a Famine yet. They haven't even really given it a proper counter, other than Spirit Fox. The only counters to it is just other draining troops, which is, it's never good to make a counter its own counter, because mana drain is the only way to truly counter out mana drain troops these days. The only other thing that you can kind of do is silence, but there currently aren't viable enough silent options to really make it work. One other thing that's pretty good for countering a Famine, if you happen to have it, is Desdemona. She's an epic, so you might have her. There she is. Her ability does double damage to daemons as well as, double damage to yellows an extra turn if they're a daemon. And Famine is a yellow daemon, so you get both those benefits, both the extra turn and the double damage, and it is true damage. So you'll be able to 1 to 2 shot a Famine. Wait, what was that long howl for? For countering Famine, I think? I think I answered it if that's what that howl was for. But yeah, any other questions? Any other anything? Feel free to leave them in chat. Otherwise, I'll probably keep crushing with Bombot team. But yeah, definitely do consider using this exact team or similar things like with War and Peace here instead with the Mechanist class. Because if you use full teams of mechs this week, you do get 500 extra gold on PC Mobile. And that's regardless of if you win or lose. So it is definitely worth doing it this week. Particularly since Bombots can win relatively quick compared to most teams. Particularly with 50% extra bonus. Okay, so we'll let him take the Skull, not too worried about it. We'll go on Blue Surge. Actually, we didn't even need it to Surge because I did switch to Kraken Banner. So regardless of what happens, we automatically get it. So we'll do it over here because we have a higher chance of hitting it over there, even though we don't. Okay, we do give him some brown, some stun, some little bit of everything. As long as he doesn't get a Corvash mana, should be okay. Only annoying thing with this build is we can get Corvash pretty easily because our Bombots that keep dying keep moving our alignment downwards. So we keep losing, or we keep opening up Corvash to be able to hit us. But we just won. All we have to do now is just Bombot into Black Manacles. Actually, I think Bombot might even be enough. Yep, there we go. 2 Bombots is enough. He had way lower HP. Oh, sorry, Bridget. Yes, I forgot to do your team. That's like the 3rd time you said it. Sorry about that. We'll go do that. Gorgotha, Tesla, Tyree, Tesla. Oh, I haven't tried it with a Tyree yet. I tried it with the Kraken there. I didn't bother with the Tyree. Should we try it with a... I guess we'll do it against Bombots. I don't know. I'm kind of scared doing this against Bombots, though. We'll just do it against whatever this team is. We'll probably try it twice. Okay, so let's clear this out. Get that out. Gorgotha. Get in those shiny Tyree, or not Tyrees. Well, yeah, we're putting a Tyree in there, but get out those shiny Teslas. That's a pretty cool looking weapon. But we'll put in a Tesla, and banner I think is already cracked. We'll just go for the Gorgolfa rush. We could also go red blue. We could even go green purple, or even just go double purple or double green. But we'll just commit with this. Okay, and just go for the Gorgolfa as quickly as possible. Oh, it does! Oh, I need to let them know. I wonder if that's been reported yet. Tesla's animation has an animation even when there's no mechs on the team. She still has a time-wasting animation for the overclock. Even it doesn't show anything because it's not actually doing anything, but it still wastes time. No, it would save time for people. It would save about 2 seconds per Tesla if they fix that, or probably more towards 1 second per Tesla. But that will start adding up over time, especially given that every single person has that delay. But yeah, she has the delay for her overclock, even if it does nothing. And most traits, she doesn't even have an animation. Like if they could add an animation to it, that'd be fine. Even if it time wastes, but it doesn't even show an animation. It's almost like the game freezes for a couple seconds because it just shows nothing while it's processing them. Okay, well, we'll throw Gorgolfa. Hello, Neves. Welcome. Xbox One, nice. I don't know what that guild is because I've never actually played on the console version, but I assume that's a decent guild then.
Next time, watch yourself.
I actually don't even know like what the top guilds or anything are on the console version. I only know them on PC and mobile. Oh, whoops, what did I do? I was gonna do this to get Gorgolfa's mana, but then I just now realized we already have it. Fail. Well, he'll get some yellow out of it. We need the mana though. And we'll just throw Gorgolfa, get the board clear, get the Tesla plus Tyree, throw the Tyree down, throw double Tesla, and actually, never mind. What am I even saying? All we need is one Tesla and we already won. So we'll just do that and then we're good. Yeah, we'll definitely need to try this again. Something with slightly higher durability.
Next time, watch yourself.
Oh, that wasn't enough. Never mind. Well, we will Tyree it then. And only if it's enough mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not. We'll have to Gorgolfa and Tyree then. Or just double the Gorgolfa.
Mana surge.
See, can we Tyree an extra turn? If not, we'll just Gorgolfa, and it doesn't look like one, so we'll throw it down. And we'll just throw a Tesla. Ah, we didn't get anything. But we can just throw Tesla. Regardless of what this does, we win. And there we go. No, we didn't get any maps out of our Tyree. But we'll try it again, see what happens. Oh, you're ranked 14. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty high. I ended up starting my own about 9 months ago. Approximately 9 months ago. I ended up just starting up my own guild. And we did end up coming to number 10, which isn't too bad since a lot of the people on the leaderboard, with the main exception of Intrum and Intrum 2. Everyone else on the top 10, I believe, has been around for almost 2 years. Particularly things like Anonymous, Matchmatchers, VN Forever, Martha's Guardians, Black Dragon, both of which were renamed at one point, Ash's World. I forget if Tiger's Claw was or not, but all those were kind of here for almost 2 years, year and a half. Intrum and Intrum 2 were made about 1 month before mine was, and they're actually a decent amount higher. They are pretty active, though. I did finally get some members back who used to be in my guild who were also pretty active. Demon or Angel isn't sick anymore, and Techni ended up coming back, who has actually Techni and I have been he's been in like 24 different guilds, and I've been in about 5 different guilds, and he's actually been in every single guild that I've ever moved to at some point, and he keeps coming in here and forth. He kind of jumps around a lot. I don't think he's ever stayed in any guild for more than like a few months, but he's finally back for a little bit, which is helping us out quite a bit. Anyways, let me throw this again. Let's throw it against a all mech team and see how hard it gets crushed. Okay. Should we rush the Tyree? I think we rushed the Tyree. And there goes the weird animation pause. I don't know if it's better to rush the Tyree in this instance or just go for the Gorgolfa. Actually, we can do both. I don't need to decide on one. We can do both at once. There we go. So now we can decide this turn instead.
Mana surge.
And this turn says that we Gosh, I can't get the rest of Tyree. Unless we surge. Oh, never mind. I didn't see that there. Fail. Well, we can just take our brown off? Probably aiming at brown. Yellow looks like it gives it green. But we'll go for our brown. Watch, that probably gives him green as well. Oh, nope, it gives us green. There we go, perfect. And we end up getting a treasure map out of it. Not like we need it, but hey, treasure map's a treasure map. I wonder if the crafting system will allow you to do something with treasure maps. You'll need 100 treasure maps to craft this item. I don't know. Treasure maps are so useless for people who have thousands of them because it's realistically, or it's unrealistic to use anything more than like 1,000 maps. Even a couple hundred maps is pretty hard to use. Oops, I didn't bother counting it. I thought that would be 15. We only got 12. That wouldn't have even been enough for 13 if we were trying to do an extra turn. Okay, so we'll see what it does. Oh, he could actually win if he gets a instant kill off with Dracos. It's not beyond it. All we really need to win, though, ourselves is get 1 Tesla. I believe 1 Tesla is enough, especially if it does an armor buff right here. So hopefully it will. Come on, use your armor. Perfect. Armor buff. That will help us so much. Thank you. Whoa, look at that. Perfect. Okay, so we'll throw that down. And that should be matched right there. Way enough damage. Thank you for the damage boost, Spark Grinder. You're proving yourself to be even more useless than I thought you were. Anything you can do to get rid of maps in exchange, you're okay for. I know. A lot of players have way more maps than they'll ever need. There's been a lot of suggestions for fixes for it, but they haven't implemented anything as of yet. But yeah, a lot of people have way more maps than they'll ever be able to use. I could use maps constantly for the next month and not even get like under 1,000 probably. Because I'd be accumulating them still too as I'm using them. So it's not like they just get depleted. Even if you're using some, you gain them at such a decent rate that you just keep getting more and more. Really? Gorgoltha Triple Famine. He couldn't be annoying enough. Because he's doing this, if he's going to troll us, we're going to troll him back. We're going to Guards Avatar him. If he's going to play like that, we'll do the exact same way back. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this earlier when we were talking about Famine. Guards Avatar is a ridiculously good Famine counter as well. I normally don't mention it as a Famine counter because most people, since Guards Avatar is a mythic, don't actually have them. But if you do happen to have a Guards Avatar, he is ridiculously good against ridiculously good against Famine because he has the ability to silence all daemons. Any kind of daemon team, our Guards Avatar is really decent against. He's actually my favorite troop to use as a daemon counter, simply because he can win pretty quick compared to Desdemona. Main problem with Desdemona is she can get a little bit slow in battle sometimes. They can take like upwards of 3-4 minutes. Whereas Guard's Avatar can normally average around 2 minutes or so, for the most part. Unless we get boards like this, that never gives us mana. We need to get Dragon Soul rolling. Oh, come on, 1 mana short. This is going to keep taunting us by barely giving it. Okay, no Surge. We're basically never going to get Surge, though. He has 3 Jinxes, which reduces our chance to get a mana Surge on 3 pairs. 3 of them. They do stack. They stack multiplicitly, not additively, though. So 2 of them is not 100% chance that we won't, even though it says half. Every single time it halves our half. So the first one is 50%, the second one is additional 25%, and then 12.5, and then if he had another one, it would be 6.25. It just keeps going downwards from that. It's not a full 100% from 2 of them. Okay, but finally got Dragon Soul. We can explode ourselves and get the manas we need. We'll likely throw Honor into Setite, into Guard's Avatar, into... That should be enough to win. So hopefully we can do just that. So we'll throw that. Hopefully get our extra turn. Yes? No? Okay, we get an extra turn. Not enough mana, though. For Browns. Like throw a second Guard's Avatar. Or not Guard's Avatar. Throw a second... Honor just for the extra armor. He did reduce our magic quite a bit though, so that is a bit annoying. We also just completely miss out right there. But we'll throw to Setite. Doesn't look like he'll take anything else other than Skull, so we'll just throw that into Honor and into Guard's Avatar, and then we're good to go. Oops, forgot a turn. Not an important one though. He'll just take a Skull. And that should be matched. Pretty close to it, if not. Yep, that's matched. Okay, there we go. The one-shot guard's avatar. We need an auto map AFK function. There actually are bots that people end up making to do maps. Not only that, but they ended up making bots that can inflate the amount of reward that you get from Treasure Hunt. There's ways that you can hack the game to basically make Treasure Hunt the drop pool for every single one of the gems within Treasure Hunt to drop basically anything. And they could exploit that to get like almost infinite resources in like an hour. They'll use the bot for it, run it. I believe they've have enough checks in the game now that no longer happens. But it was so brazenly happening in the past that people were literally like streaming it on Steam. Like probably unknowingly that they were streaming it, but some people were actually streaming it on Steam. Or at least having it open so that they could like broadcast it and people could luck in. And that's how it actually initially got caught. And then they got reported, and then they made the hack checks a little bit better, or actually quite a bit better. Not that much hacking really happens these days. It is bannable, by the way, if you try hacking or doing anything really that will give you more resources in any way that's considered hacking or editing the files or anything will be in like an instant ban. Like no questions asked, they'll just ban you straight out. Normally exploits they won't like immediately give you a ban for. Normally they do like a warning thing if it's some kind of exploit, but if it's like file manipulation to give you more resources or to like make something stronger, like if you just made a Bombot do like infinite damage to your enemies, doing stuff like that, that would be bannable. They normally don't have to ban that often, though. Okay, so we throw that up. And we'll use Deep Borer somewheres. Okay. Very bad board for this. I'm hoping that this single line right here will actually hit. And we do miss, but we can Bombot that into Black Manacle. And that'll be most of the battle right there. Okay, he does get his ability up, but we already used the last of our damage, so we don't need to worry about it. We are going to be quite a bit of damage short, but one more Black Manacle will be enough to wrap the rest of it. How many event keys do you get if you complete all revenge rewards? All revenge rewards? Are you talking about the... Are you referring to the defend rewards? When you're referring to revenge, I think that's what you're referring to. It's only one event key. It's a little bit weird that it only gives one. But yeah, for every 60 defends, you only end up getting one. The main reason this is so low is some people do get a lot of defense. Yeah, it is only one, and we just lost. Really? Really? But yeah, it is only... Actually, it's not over yet. Kind of is, but okay. Yeah, it's over. Especially with me swiping that way. I have no clue what I just did that for. I was like trying to bait him into skulls by somehow giving him skulls. I don't know what that was at the end there. But yeah, it only gives you one event gem for completing out the defend rewards. This is mainly because some people who are extremely active can actually complete this out like 5 times a week. And they didn't want to make it like too heavy on rewards. It's just kind of something extra that you end up getting. This is a pretty dated of a system. They've updated it a couple times, and even this is still relatively outdated. But it's better than nothing. At least we're getting something for free as just progressing through them. But yeah, there are people who are extremely active who can do this like 5 to 10 times a week. It's pretty insane, but there are many people that do play that much. Probably even more than 10 times some people cycle through this. So they can't make it too high of a reward, or people who play like crazy will end up getting even more overpowered with their resources. That is one pretty nice thing about Gems of War, though, that a lot of other match 3s don't really do. If you are someone who likes to grind out games, there's really nothing in this game that'll ever like stop you. It allows you to just keep constantly playing if you so choose to, which is pretty nice. So you can just keep farming out whatever you want to try getting. Like if you want to get something fully traded, you can do so if you want, or if you just want to keep questing or just anything. You have many options. Does that mean you're going to get banned from getting double gold on revenge battles? That's clearly a bug. No. For exploits and stuff like that, they do not normally ban. At worst, they'll give you a warning, and at absolute worst, or not at worst, but at absolute worst, they'll roll back any gains. But something like revenge battles, that's something that's been in the game for a while. I don't even know if they really consider that an exploit. because anyone who ever does a revenge battle is technically exploiting if they start counting that as an exploit. So they're obviously not going to count something like that as an exploit. Something else that had quite a bit of controversy like a month or two ago is the fact that people are setting weird defend teams that are completely messing with the current system that they have in place for how the defense team works. And there is currently an exploit that allows people to get like hundreds to thousands of defense per week without doing like any extra battles, and they'll get huge amounts of resources from it. And I won't say exactly how to do it because we don't need even more people doing it, but it allows you to set your team score to basically anything you want. Because as you guys know, whenever you're battling things, there's team scores, which is relative to how strong your team actually is. But there is a way to lower your team score by more than half. Like this guy right here could lower his team score to about 5,000 if he wanted to. There is an exploit that allows that to happen. And then he'll show up for people as a 5,000, even though he has a 9,600 thing. And yeah, the Drew knows. The Drew knows he's one of the people that does it. It's not bannable. But it's definitely really controversial in the community right now. Or it was. I think people kind of forgot about it for the most part, which is kind of good. It's good that not too many people are doing it because it is pretty broken.
Mana surge.
Well, we'll throw that down.
Mana surge.
The only exploit you know on console is if you get use 5 maps daily task, just start map and then restart. Oh yeah, there's some kind of glitch with that on PC Mobile too. I forget the exact sequence with it, but you can do you can end up messing with it and basically just keep resetting your maps and then instantly getting the rewards from it. And it works out pretty nice. Oh, we'll just throw our black manacles and go from there. Let's see. Oops, other tab is getting in the way now. The fails of other tabs. Oh, let me move that over. Yeah, let me throw a black manacle. And let me move this over too. Okay. No, it's about that time. I should probably actually wrap up then. Other tabs being annoying. But anyways, yeah, if there's any last minute questions, definitely let me know. Let's see. You talked to Nimhane about it after you found out you found out about it a month ago, and she said she did not see anything wrong with it. Yeah, she did say that initially, so there wasn't really anything really bad with it. Let's see. The Uber Bombot team this week is so fast. I know, Bombot team is pretty insane this week. But, let's see, anything else? Oh, hello, Eric! Almost didn't say hello, even though we're about to end out the stream right now. Sorry. I always feel bad when I end out the stream, like, right when someone gets in. But, we will be continuing this Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be streaming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday will be for much shorter, of course, since it is indeed Easter. But we will be streaming for a small duration on Easter Day. And I already got the bunny ears and everything. We're all prepared. The only thing I don't have is the graphic files done. I didn't bother doing the graphic files yet because I don't know for sure if the devs will or will not. But I'll have something in place just so I can try replacing them out. Into Easter eggs in case they don't. They said that they were going to try to, but they said that they're pretty busy, so we don't know yet if they are or not going to be able to do so, but hopefully they do. It'll save me some time, but I will make sure to try getting something set up for that if they don't. Is it better to wait till Monday for event keys for the new kingdom? I did a mix of both. I did some for this and ended up getting another Tesla and some for saving for the next week. For the most part, which one is better, that's relative to which one you think. But personally, I would say as long as you have 2 Teslas, you definitely will want to save for next week. If you have 1 Tesla, it may be worth to try just saving for, or try going for another Tesla and then saving the rest for next week. And you have 0 Teslas, you probably will want to try getting at least 1 and then use the rest for next week. But yeah, you do want to save, I'd say, about 100 event keys, if not more, for at least the new kingdom. One nice thing about the new kingdom, though, is it's going to be coming in with only one legend, so it will be a lot easier to actually obtain it. So you have 0 Teslas. Are you? Oh, really? You end up suggesting that team, too. I didn't realize you got 0. Oh. Well, there's still other chances. The only problem with Tesla, though, which I should probably mention, I've already mentioned that, I believe. But if you don't get Tesla this week, she won't be in the drop pool for about a month afterwards. So if you don't get her this week, you won't be able to get her for a decent amount of time. You'll be able to get her sometime in the future if you don't get her this week, either off of gem keys or off of VIP chests or whatever. You may be able to get her from, may even get her from a random glory key. You never know. And maybe when the crafting system finally gets in, we'll finally be able to get all the troops. Like, if the crafting system does allow you to build any troop, that's going to drastically change how you currently use keys, because it almost doesn't matter what your drops are. I don't know. We'll have to see what they do for a crafting system. It could be really unbalanced, and it's the main reason why they haven't bothered doing a crafting system yet, because it could completely break their economy like crazy. You also have 0 Tesla after using 150 event keys. Ouch. Yeah, I did go 100 event keys dry without even getting a legend on it. And I went, I think, like 200-ish without getting one. Or it was actually 200 and we only got one. Because we did the first 100, only got a Carnex. Then we did another 100, and then all we got was another Tesla. But anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. I will be doing the event troops. I haven't really gone over the event troops. They're kind of mad this week. But I will be going over them tomorrow. And of course, next stream will be this Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you all have a wonderful week. And if I don't happen to see you before Easter, have a good Easter as well. So I'll see you all later and have a wonderful week. See y'all. Goodbye.